Hey everybody, I'm John Swantek. Welcome to Direct Connect on PGA TOUR.com, where you guys, the fans, get to ask the questions and connect directly with PGA Tour players through our social media platforms. Our guest this week is the hottest player on the PGA Tour. We say hello to Jason Dufner, who joins us from Fort Worth, Texas, site of this week's Crowne Plaza Invitational at Colonial. Jason, 2 victories in your last 3 starts and a wedding in there as well. You're hoping you don't wake up anytime soon?
Yeah, definitely. It's been a pretty exciting 4-week stretch to get my first win in New Orleans at Zurich, then to get married, and then to come back 2 weeks later and win at the Byron Nelson. You couldn't really dream up something like that. So hopefully looking forward to continue it here at the Crowne Plaza. A
lot of questions from your fans. Let's jump right in. Here's one that comes through the tour report on PGA TOUR.com from the Big Babu. Dear Jason, you are the ninja of the PGA Tour, he says. Silent, efficient, and deadly. Our Ryder Cup chances look great with you aboard. With all the flair that the young guns have, what does your demeanor say about professional golf in 2012?
I think I'm maybe a little bit of a throwback to the earlier generations of golfers. Always kind of looked up to those guys. I was a big follower of Mr. Hogan and Mr. Nelson and then Mr. Snead. So those guys seem to kind of do it quietly, but show their skills with a lot of good golf. So both sides of it are good. You need the flair and the dramatic, but you also need kind of the quiet guy who's going to play some good golf too. So that's just my style and my personality.
Mentioning Hogan is interesting. Here's our next question. It comes through Facebook from one of your fans, Craig Richwine. What started with the waggle, watching Hogan or something else? And did you do it as a kid, Jason?
I don't know if I did it as a kid. I can't remember where I picked up the waggle or when it started, but it's totally subconscious, no thought process about it. Doesn't have any meaning or swing thought, so to speak, before it goes. It's just something that I know I've done since I've been playing professionally, and maybe I picked it up from some of the other pros watching. I know a lot of the older generation players had a waggle or some type of movement before they started the club back. So there's no special reason for it, but it's kind of taken a life of its own on here the last couple years.
Another question for Jason through Facebook from one of his fans, Craig Lorson. Do you feel like you're ready to contend in one of the 3 remaining majors this year? And if so, which ones? We've got Olympic Club, Royal Lytham, and Kiawah Island. Jason, how does your game fit those 3 tracks?
I've never played any of those golf courses, but I've had really good experiences at the PGA the last couple of years. I finished 5th at Whistling Straits and then lost in the playoff last year. So obviously I have a lot of good memories from those events and the PGA Championships. I really enjoy the setup of the U.S. Open, the challenge that it brings, and I think it fits my game. Probably the best out of all the 4 majors we play every year. So for me right now, I'm kind of focusing on trying to peak during those weeks, and looking forward to the U.S. Open, which is the next on the schedule or rotation. So that's what I'm thinking about now. What do I need to do to play some good golf at a U.S. Open venue?
Jason mentioned his wedding a little bit earlier in our conversation. He married his fiancee Amanda Boyd on May 5th. Here's a question comes through Twitter from @WarEagle72. How has getting married changed your perspective on life and your career?
I don't think it's changed much. Things have been pretty settled with Amanda and I for a while. We've lived together for 2 or 3 years now. And I guess you could say we just kind of made things more official now on May 5th. There hasn't been too much of an adjustment period. I think for both of us, though, to wake up in the morning and realize that we are married now is a little bit of a different feeling. And for wearing a wedding ring, and not being used to wearing a wedding ring, you kind of pinch yourself here and there, and you realize that you are married now. But as far as the day in and day out things go, everything's been pretty similar.
Jason, we saw the wedding video. Looks like you were working on a few dance moves.
Yeah, dancing not my strongest point. That'll probably be the first and last time I dance in 2012. Hard to fit in dance lessons while you're out here playing on the road, trying to win tournaments.
And Amanda got you with the cake at the party too, didn't she?
Yeah, she got me real good. She said she wasn't going to do that, but she got a nice handful of cake right up my nose.
She was waiting for that.
Impressive.
And waiting for that opportunity. Here's another one through the tour report for former AUBURN star Jason Dufner, who joins us this week. It's from Hugh Clark. He says, Jason is a big fan Can you help me get some decent Auburn football tickets? How about it? Can you hook you up?
Nah, I can barely get those. Those are pretty tough. They're a hot commodity there in the fall every year, so you might have to come out of your pocket a little bit to get some good ones.
Now, you're still in touch with a couple of legendary former Tigers, Bo Jackson and Charles Barkley. Have you heard from those cats in the last few weeks since you won a couple of times?
Oh yeah, I'm in pretty regular contact with both of those guys. One unique thing and pretty neat special thing is it seems like all the Auburn athletes, former and present, really stick together and kind of have a bond through the university. And we chat quite regularly with the NBA playoffs. I'm always kind of texting and chatting at Barkley, thinking about what he thinks is going on and how games are going. I've talked to Bo every month or so, but with the good play lately, I've been getting a few more texts with him. So it's just a unique thing to stay in touch with the former players at Auburn.
Okay, one more for Jason Dufner through Facebook from J.D. Brewer. Being an ex-baseball player, is there any stadium you want to throw out the first pitch? Now, the timing of this question is interesting, Jason. You're scheduled to throw out the first pitch this Friday at the Texas Rangers Blue Jays game in Arlington, right?
Yeah, hopefully the tee times will work out and I can get an opportunity to do that. But to answer the question, being a lifelong Cleveland Indians fan, it'd be pretty neat. I've been to a ton of games at Jacobs Field in Cleveland, and even before that field was there at the older baseball stadium. So it would be pretty unique and special to throw out the first pitch for one of the Indians games. That would be number one on my list of places to throw out a first pitch.
Try to get a little more zip on the fastball than Mahan had when he threw out the first pitch, all right?
All right, I'll get my arm warmed up. Hopefully we can do that on Friday.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Jason, keep it rolling. It's been a terrific run over the last few weeks. Well deserved. Good luck in Fort Worth this week, and thanks for connecting with us.
No problem. Thank you.